It was a cold, rainy evening in a small town. The streets were quiet and the sky was painted gray. People hurried home holding umbrellas, trying to stay dry. But on one corner, under a broken streetlight, sat a young man named Ethan. His clothes were wet, his shoes were old, and his eyes were full of sadness. Ethan had lost his job 2 months ago. He had tried to find work, but no one wanted to hire him. His small savings were gone, and now he had no money even for food. He sat there tired, hungry, and hopeless. He whispered to himself, "Maybe my life has no meaning anymore. Maybe no one cares." As he sat there shivering, a middle-aged woman named Mrs. Carter walked by. She noticed Ethan but continued walking for a few steps. Then she stopped. Something in her heart told her to go back. She turned around, walked toward him, and smiled gently. "Are you okay, young man?" she asked kindly. Ethan looked up, surprised. "I'm fine," he lied. "Just tired." Mrs. Carter looked at him closely. His hands were shaking from the cold. "Here," she said, taking a sandwich and a cup of coffee from her bag. "You look like you could use this." Ethan hesitated. "I can't take that from you," he said softly. "Please," she replied. "It's just a small thing. You need it more than I do." Tears filled Ethan's eyes. "Thank you," he whispered, accepting the food. He ate slowly, feeling warmth return to his body, not just from the coffee, but from her kindness. Mrs. Carter sat beside him for a moment, holding her umbrella over both of them. "You know," she said, "sometimes life gets very hard, but that doesn't mean it will stay that way forever. You just have to keep believing that things will get better." Ethan nodded but said nothing. Before she left, she handed him a small card. "Here," she said. "My husband owns a small repair shop. He's looking for someone to help. Maybe you can go talk to him tomorrow." Ethan looked at the card as she walked away. He couldn't believe it. Could this be real? The next morning, he went to the address written on the card. It was a small workshop filled with tools and old machines. Mrs. Carter's husband, Mr. Carter, welcomed him warmly. "I've been expecting you," Mr. Carter said with a smile. "My wife told me about you. Let's see what you can do." Ethan began working there, cleaning tools and learning how to fix things. Day by day, he became stronger, happier, and more confident. The Carters treated him like family. They gave him meals, advice, and hope. One evening, a few months later, Ethan sat with Mrs. Carter again. "You know," he said quietly, "that night when you gave me food, I was thinking of giving up on life, but your kindness saved me. You changed everything." Mrs. Carter smiled softly. "I didn't do much," she said. "I just did what I could." "But that's the point," Ethan said. "It was a small act, but it changed my world." Years passed. Ethan became a skilled mechanic and eventually opened his own small repair shop. He hired people who were struggling, those who had lost hope just like he once did. One day, a young woman came into his shop. She looked tired and lost. "Sir," she said, "I'm looking for a job." "I'll do anything." Ethan looked at her, remembering his own past. He smiled warmly. "Come in," he said. "Let's see what we can do." He gave her food, a little money, and a chance, just like Mrs. Carter had given him. That night, when Ethan closed his shop, he looked at the sky and whispered, "Thank you, Mrs. Carter. You showed me that a small act of kindness can truly change a life." From that day forward, Ethan made it his mission to help others whenever he could, not for fame or money, but because he knew how powerful kindness could be. Life lesson: kindness doesn't need to be big to be meaningful. One simple act, and a smile, a helping hand, a kind word, can change someone's life forever. You never know how far a small act of love can travel.